Right, so I just played a few levels of Fast Racing Neo here on Wii U from Shin'En. So Martin, can you, first of all, tell us what kind of game is this, and what are you bringing out? What's different about this game?
In case you don't know, Fast Racing Neo is a futuristic racing game. It's some call it AG, anti-grav racing. It's something not very much common right now. It's a long time we've seen games, and we thought we fill this gap now. And we really worked hard, 2.5 years now, developing the engine to get all those cool effects in there, make the graphics really exciting, and we really tried to make a game everybody's waiting for. And you played it. I hope we did a good job.
Yeah, I think what is really important about this kind of game is the sense of speed, and you really nailed that, because when you boost, it's like your brain just goes like you know, like an egg beater around your brain.
Thank you very much, because that was a core point when developing the game. It's about speed. It's called Fast. Really tried many things, but we know the people love speed. They want that from futuristic gaming, racing games, and I think it works out good. And I think you just played the lowest speed. It's gonna go faster. It's gonna be really hard. So I think we have something for the hardcore guys, but I also think it's something you can really dive into really fast. It doesn't take you hours of trying and training. You can really go have fun, and that's what our game is all about. Fun, excitement, those moments to enjoy, and I hope you play it.
So one thing that I noticed that's a little bit different than what's normal in the genre. Normally in the genre you got the boost pads, you try to make your ideal way between the boost pads, but here you also have boost pads of 2 different colors, so you have to switch, which means maybe you risk switching all the time and trying to hit it perfectly, because you will slow down if you're the wrong color. Or you play it safe and only go for maybe one side of boost pads and maybe not get that best time. So what's the idea there?
See, the switching mechanic is something we think is unique to racing, and it was very important for us to be not a rip-off or it's the same stuff than in this game or that game. This is unique to our game. And later on in the game, that switching is not just restricted to boost pads. We have jump pads. We have later on obstacles where you have to switch the color, just like imagine doors or something like that. So this is something that makes the game unique and challenging, and we always try to bring new stuff in every level, so it's exciting, progressing throughout the game. Nevertheless, we have the boosting, which you can trigger whenever you want to, so you always have the chance to get that speed, and those are different layers in the game to just make our game different and hopefully a little more exciting than others.
It is interesting, because you can use the boost also to avoid an obstacle and sort of get through that, sort of like yeah.
That's right. I mean, every player plays a little different. I would go through the boost pads, but I saw you played a little different. In the end, it's a challenge game, so we have the online high scores. We'll see when it comes out what works best. We don't know yet. We haven't had too many comparisons what's better. So we really want to have depth in this game, like play it over and over again, use different cars with different weights, what works best. We don't know yet. We have feelings, but in the end the player will see what's best, and we're looking forward to the release.
And of course, this is a digital game, but it's quite got a big scope. Can you tell us a little bit about the scope of the game and what people can enjoy in it?
Yeah, when we started developing, we said, let's go all in. Let's not compromise on graphics. It's 60 frames or on content, because often eShop games or general download games like get categorized as being smaller. this is a full retail size game. We just go through the eShop channel. That's the only difference. And we have multiplayer online, we have multiplayer offline, or let's call it split screen, maybe you know that, with 4 players, 2 players, so you can sit with your friend on the couch, play the game. You can take your gamepad, of course, and play off screen, stuff like that. We have another mode, hero mode, which will reveal in the future, which will be something for the pro players to make it more difficult, to have your challenge there. So we really try to pack everything in there to make the real definite futuristic racing game.
And you're part of this sort of Nindy movement here with the exclusives, Nintendo, eShop, indie titles. What's your relationship with Nintendo?
We have a very good relationship with Nintendo. We are happy we can work with them. We started 20 years ago, I guess, working with them, Game Boy Color. So we are really happy working with them. And we don't want to talk so much why this, why that. We picked this platform, we like the platform, and we just want to make the best game possible. And we hope you support us, and we will make more games like that.
And there's certainly, like, on that platform, people have been begging for an AG racer for F-Zero, but now they're getting an alternative. If Nintendo doesn't want to bring an F-Zero to the fans, why not try Fast Racing Neo? And it's a little, you know.
Yeah, we hope the people don't see this as a cheap rip-off, because it isn't. It is something unique. It's something special in many kinds. And we know everybody's begging for F-Zero, but I would say, or I don't like comparisons. Like, this is a game stands on its own feet. It's futuristic racing. There are some things from this game, from that game, but in the end it's our game, and please give it a try. And I think it's something special, and when we started developing, we knew there was need. We read the internet, we are fans of the series by ourselves, and we just wanted to fill that gap, and I hope we did it.
And do you have a date in mind when you will be ready with the game?
Yeah, 2015. You can look forward to it. It's a Wii U exclusive, Nintendo eShop, 2015. And please try it out, and I think you will be satisfied.
Right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.